Hello, this is the string guy here. Tonight I'm going to do an unboxing video of a guitar I just bought recently. I've been thinking about buying this guitar for a year, and I've finally they ran a good deal on it, and I purchased it. Uh, Let me read off what it is, and then I'll talk to you a little bit about why I bought this guitar. It's a Harley Benton TE 90 QM Deluxe Series in transparent red. Now, in case you don't know, Harley Benton is the store brand of Thomann Music. If you're not familiar with Thomann Music, they're not real big in the United States, but they're huge in Europe. They're the biggest music uh, retailer in Europe. They got stores all over the place. They've had online presence. They're huge over there. For I know what hesitated a long time for me about a Harley Benton was if you looked on Thomann, for a long time, if you wanted to buy from Thomann because they were overseas, the shipping was always huge. Like you would check it out and it'd be like $75 for a guitar for the shipping. Which I guess for an expensive enough guitar you would. But the Harley Benton is a budget series, but the reviews I've always seen on them, they were pretty good for the money. Harley Benton has factories making them for them. They're exclusive designs. I mean, just like Guitar Center gets their stuff, uh, um, special made. But Thomann is way bigger than Harley Benton or Benton Guitar Center. Uh, but so, anyways, but what happened about a year ago? Thomann opened up a store on Reverb. They have a store where you can buy all the Harley Bentons on Reverb, and basically, I guess they ship them in big bulk to some place. I'm not sure exactly where it's at, but they have a warehouse somewhere here in the U.S. and they ship out of there, so you don't get that expensive shipping because they're shipping in big rather than shipping one right to you. They're shipping a whole, probably a whole C van, big cargo thing full of guitars over. So I was been eyeballing this guitar up for quite some time because it's really pretty. Because we'll just see in a few minutes, it's a T style, a Telecaster style guitar, and Telecaster is my favorite style of electric guitar. But it's not just a regular Telecaster. It has two things it's a little different about. One is it's a semi hollow, so more like a thin line Fender, but more looks more like a cross between like what we think of a regular hollow body guitar. But the big thing I was looking for is it comes with P90 pickups. I've always wanted an electric guitar with P90s, and I because I wanted to try the P90 sound. I've seen reviews on them, and I wanted one guitar with P90s on it. I thought I hit that a while back. A guy was selling a used Epiphone Les Paul Jr. I went to pick it up. I didn't even look close at it. He was selling it cheap enough. I bought it. Well, come to find out, Epiphone made quite a few Les Paul Juniors with a humbucker in it. It came with a humbucker in it, not with a P90. And in fact, in our area at least, every time I see a Les Paul Jr., 9 times out of 10, it has an Epiphone Les Paul Jr., I'll put it that way. It has a humbucker in it. And every single one I seen that had the P90 and was going for a lot more money. I guess they realized that there seemed to be a rare thing. Epiphone made most of them with a humbucker in it. So, anyways, I wanted a guitar with a P90 in it. So this filled a couple spots of things that I was looking for, a couple boxes it checked off. It checked off that it was a Telecaster style, checked off that it was hollow, semi-hollow, and it checked off that it was a P90. And I'm hoping this thing is as gorgeous as what they looked on the website. So this is my first time getting a Thomann guitar, or Harley Benton Thomann guitar. So we're going to see how good they pack the stuff. Because it was probably packed overseas. I mean, they probably didn't pack it here. They probably just shipped it back to the center here. So let me get it cut open here. Well, I didn't spare the tape out, I'll tell you that much. I mean, this box is really sturdy here on this end where you would open it. Okay. So I'll put this way, the outside box, I'll give them credit. Now, one of the things I did, because this was wintertime, I waited. I got this guitar was delivered yesterday. I left it sit in my house in the box for over 24 hours because I didn't want something to happen from packing paper. They didn't use packing peanuts because I hate the mess of packing peanuts. Okay, so we got a box inside a box. That's good. So anyways, I didn't want that sudden temperature shock, so I brought it in the house, left it in the box. Okay, opening up the box, and we've got a guitar in here. Okay, it's wrapped in plastic, packed in foam, pretty snug in the foam. I would give them an A on packing. It was packed well, that it shouldn't get damaged in the shipping. So, yeah, I'll give them an A on that. The other reason why I bought it, when I finally pulled the trigger, they were running a special. It was on sale, 10% off. And two, they were doing free shipping. They were doing a special with free shipping. So this guitar ended up with tax, because I'm in Pennsylvania, sales tax, it came out to $256 and like 30 some cents. So I was very happy. Okay, so they have an outer bag, and they got it inside a nice decent foam, rubber band up here to keep it on. Like I said, they've packaged it well. I'd say as good as any guitar that I bought that came packaged. It's come well packaged. Now let me see how I open this. I don't want to. Okay. Yeah, the opening's down here. Okay. I didn't want to have to cut it to open it because I didn't want to take a scratch. So I would slide this off. Because one thing I liked, they kept the shape, maybe not exactly like a Fender shape, but a Telecaster. I hate guitars that put like a double row of, like a T-style, but then the headstock looks crappy. So the headstock looks nice. Got a Harley Benton tag on it. Look at this guitar. Look at that. I hope this camera can pick it up. This transparent red, they call it. Got two nice sound holes, and it's nice. It's got binding on the sound holes. Those look like P90 pickups. I'm going to have to remove the plastic off of them. Because I'll tell you what, I planned on doing this as two-part review, because I'm going to do the first. I just was wanting to take a look at it, but I'm probably going to put new strings on this before I play it, because on a guitar this cheap, I doubt that they have nice strings on it. But I will tune it up and just play it acoustically. But I don't have time to play around setting up the amp and everything. So I will tune it up and just play it acoustically with these strings. But my chances are I'm not going to keep the original strings on it very long. Just trying to get this tag off of here. Well, you know what? I don't need to save that string. I'm just going to cut that string off. I just was afraid of. I left a little bit of string. It tightened up around here. Okay, now I got all the string off. Okay. I'm not sure. Let's see what it says on the back of the headstock here. Oh, made in Indonesia. That's pretty nice. That's where my Square Bullet Telecaster was made in Indonesia. of the my preference on the Asian made guitars is either Japan, Korea, or Asia. That's what I prefer. Uh, Unbranded tuners, probably whatever factory they make it. Um, so the it says Harley Benton on the front on the headstock. It says the Deluxe series. It's got two string trees you can see there on it. It has 6 barrels down here on the bridge, each one. You can see it's a string through. That was a biggie for me. I don't like top loader Telecasters because I think you just get a little extra resonance, that string coming through the body. So for me, that was a requirement. That's a requirement. I don't care I don't want a top loader uh, Fender style guitar. I like a string through the body. Uh, Bolt on neck, 4 screws on the back here. It's got some heft to it, and if you look at the top, it's not a flat thin line. There is some curve to it, and I mean I'm sure it's laminate top, but it's got some nice like flaming in it. It's not just plain red. You can see like little streaks of black in it. The knobs have nice knurling on them. I'm pretty much like it. I mean, it's a much smaller ashtray than on a Fender or on a Square. I apologize. I'm using a new platform, OBS Studio, to record on, and I'm still not used to how the software works. And I'm recording on my MacBook Air I bought. I broke down and bought a MacBook here not too long ago because I wanted some Apple apps. Ooh boy, that was way down. It doesn't bother me too much because they had it way detuned because you don't want them to be shipping it all over the world close to tune because that'd be just too much stress and too much chance of breaking stuff. Pause. Okay. Hopefully that paused okay. All right, I got it tuned up. I'm just going to play it a little bit acoustically. Hey, I play electric guitars acoustically all the time. I practice my Bullet Telecaster all the time acoustically because I like to feel the neck. In fact, it's my favorite guitar so I feel the neck. And I play it, and that way it doesn't make a lot of noise. And I actually like the sound of it acoustically. I play it a lot acoustically. I mean, I do plug in, but I'm not. I'm going to do a second part of this video. I may splice the two together if I can figure out how to do software, or else I'll just put them out as two parters. But I'm just going to play a little bit acoustically just to get a feel for it. The action doesn't seem too high. When I do the second video, between there, I'm going to get my scales out and measure the heights and everything and check all that up. The frets are very good. They're well dressed. You don't really feel much going down here. Got the dot markers on the sides. Just basic dots on the neck. Um, but the neck feels good. It really feels almost like my Bullet Telecaster. I mean, it really feels good. I'm I really like the feel of it. You know what? The feel of this neck is nice, and I'm amazed at how low the action is on it. I'm very, you know, it feels really good, and I'm really impressed with the neck. Really feels good. Man, you can hardly see the. Well, actually, I can't even see the joint for that headstock. That may all be one piece of wood. That's possible, but I'll tell you what. For $256, this is a heck of a guitar. You know, I've never played a thin line square, so I can't really compare it to it. But I mean, this would be what it would be the competition to a thin line square. But this is really, 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 really nice. I'm I'm really impressed by it so far. Now it didn't come with any kind of gig bag or anything like that, so I'm gonna have to buy a gig bag. Uh, so I'll have to put it back in the cardboard till I order a gig bag. I wasn't sure if it would come with one or not. I mean, usually when they come with one in this price range, they're pretty thin and crap, anyways. And to be fair, my Square Bullet didn't come with one either. I had to go buy one, and I bought a Gator bag for it. It was nice, a soft case, and that works nice. Uh, I do want to mention this has really nice binding around the top. Now, there's no bottom binding. There's nice binding on the top and good binding on the F holes. I mean, for the price point for $256, this is a very impressive guitar. In fact, I don't even think I'm going to change the strings right away. I'll I'll play these strings for a little bit, till I get used to the guitar a little bit before I put on my favorite strings, which happen to be Elixir strings. But let me tell you, I you know this is my first experience with a Harley Benton. I've never seen one in person before or played one. I am really impressed because I looked at it before and I almost bought it, but before they had a store in the U.S. But at the time, it was sold on the Tobin store. The U.S. dollar exchange was like 289, but it was going to be like 85 bucks to get shipped. It would have cost me about 375 to buy it a while back before they opened up their store in the U.S. This, like I said, they had the free shipping. They were running a 10% Christmas special. So to get a guitar like this, like I said, that was tax and everything, $256 shipped. I am really, really, really impressed. So far, I'm not disappointed. I mean, I could have buyer's remorse after I play it for a while, but this neck feels just as good as my Square Bullet. It feels super, super, super comfortable. I am just really impressed. I'm not sure what material they used on this neck. When I post the next video, I'll see if I can find out what material they used. But oh, that switch selector switch, I like it. It has a nice positive feel. I like the way it ratchets. It's not mushy. Wow, I like it. The knobs aren't scratchy. If you turn them. Like I said, I'll find out more once I've had a chance to plug this baby in. I'm working on my amp setup. I'm trying a couple different things with my amps to figure out which amp I want to use, and and I want to figure out a decent amp that shows us off decent before I do the next piece. So the second part is probably going to be probably at least 2 weeks from now until I have time to get everything really the way I want and show it off. But anyways, this is like I said, this is the T T90 QM by Harley Benton. Uh, Really nice Telecaster. T, well, not Telecaster, T-style guitar. Really nice T-style guitar. And it's not the lightest guitar I've ever held, but I don't know the thin lines any lighter either. But I'm I'm very tickled with it. Anyways, the string guy, I'll catch you in a week or two when I'm ready to do the rest of the video.